all day. Y'all, I am.
Star KendyK. I'll let you engage with your audience now. Just give me.
Oh my goodness, Chad, you're doing too much. Okay, don't even respond to that. Friends, welcome in. This is KendyK all day. I'm here with Chad, and we're gonna make these 2-ingredient biscuits. I am trying again on my YouTube channel to make 2-ingredient biscuits, and y'all, I've got a story, so lean in. It's a story time, and then we'll get to the biscuits. So friends, once upon a time when I first started this channel, so it was probably in 2024. I'll never forget it because I was at the house, and I want to say it was a Saturday, and Soulful Tea, she's a content creator, so check Soulful Tea. She's one of the best at cooking online, right? And what I like about Soulful Tea's cooking, so anyway, Soulful Tea was cooking, and she was making biscuits, and it was actually a cook along. So she had literally provided I don't think she provided directions, but she provided a ingredient list to her fans so that they could kind of cook along with her. And so I was like, I'm going to do this, right? So I didn't really cook along with her because I kind of need to, I learned by doing, and so it was just too much, right? Because I've tried to make biscuits in the past on my own, and it didn't work out. So this is my second attempt. So I will link to that previous video. Chad, remind me to link to the previous video when I get these biscuits in the oven. And I'm also taking out a couple of different sizes. I realized, y'all, that the one thing I don't have is a biscuit cutter, but I know my grannies, both of my grannies, God rest their souls, and my mama never made biscuits using a formal biscuit cutter. My mama probably has because she's a retired executive chef. But I know my grannies. I know that they...
That's such a lovely story. I'll remind you to link that previous video when the biscuits go in the oven. You're doing great. Your audience is definitely leading in.
Okay. No more talk about my audience. Don't be talking about my people, okay? Thank you. Okay.
Got it. I'll stay focused on the task at hand. No more audience talk. I'm here when you need me for those biscuit steps.
Okay. Thank you, Chad. So Chad is here with me. We're doing these biscuits together. So this is second attempt at making biscuits. It's a video. I made a video the last time. I didn't even go live because I didn't go live on my channel until either March or April. I do need to check that date. When was the first time I went live on my channel? It's either at the end of the March or sometime in April of 2025. So I know I tried to do these biscuits in 2024 when I first launched my YouTube channel. So this is my second attempt, and I wasn't using a 2-ingredient recipe. So I'm going to try that this time. And y'all, does this look too big? I don't have a biscuit cutter. Does this this is a wide mouth mason jar lid. I'm going to use that to cut the biscuits. But does this look too big? I need to find a small, this is a wide mouth mason jar lid. I'm going to use that in lieu of. Thank you for that like button, whoever did that, you kind soul that you are. And what else could I use? Any other suggestions for what I could use, because I don't have a formal biscuit cutter? I think they're stainless steel. I think I've seen them in those fancy food stores, but y'all, I don't have that. I'm just a home cook. And you know me, I love to cook in 2-ingredient or less. Hey, Miss Do-It-Yourself. Miss Do-It-Yourself, thank you for popping in. Were you the one who made those 2-ingredient biscuits on your channel? Because I want to make sure I shout you out. And good morning anyway, because you popped in my live stream. Oh, just you... Miss Do-It-Yourself. Do you see how stressed out I am already? Okay, KendyK, calm down. Miss Do It Yourself, do you see how stressed out I am already about these biscuits and trying to do these biscuits on a live stream? But I'm y'all, I'm trying to level up in 2026 on my YouTube channel because this is my second attempt. I had an epic fail in 2024 when I tried to do a video, y'all, because I didn't go live at all in 2024 when I started my channel. So who made the biscuit? Was it Mrs. G or was it Miss Do It Yourself? And Miss Do It Yourself, I can't remember your first name anymore, but I always want to use your channel name anyway because our channels are so small and so new, and the YouTube algorithm, the supercomputers are always listening to us. So the more I mention your channel name, the better off it helps you in the algorithm. It remembers who you are. So you are so smart to remind me, KendyK, you got a smaller jar lid right there on top of the honey. Okay. Okay. So I see your name. So you tell, oh, now Mrs. G, is that your name or that's Miss Do It Yourself's name? Okay, Miss Do It Yourself prefers her channel name. So Adrian, is that your name, Mrs. G? I don't recall your name as Mrs. G.
You've got such a fun and engaging flow.
Chad.
Your audience. Let me know if you need anything.
Do y'all see Chad? Y'all, Chad is here. Okay. Okay. And Mrs. G, you want us to call you Mrs. G. So Miss Do It Yourself and Mrs. G. Well, see, the good thing about it, if you call me KendyK, that is my nickname. That is what my friends and real life family call me. If you know me at all, you call me KendyK, and y'all are my family. Y'all are my YouTube family. Okay, so it's Miss Do It Yourself, y'all. So she is the one. She's my inspiration. So shout out to Miss Do It Yourself. And if it's an epic fail on these biscuits, then I'm gonna need y'all to pop over, and I will put a link in my description box to Miss Do It Yourself because she is the one who here recently in the YouTube streets did 2-ingredient biscuits. And so she gave me the inspiration, and I wanted to try again because I will also put a link to my first attempt in 2024 doing biscuits because they were not 2-ingredient biscuits. And y'all know KendyK don't fool around with a lot of ingredients. So I should have been trying to do the 2-ingredient biscuit then anyway. But I didn't even know there was such thing as a 2-ingredient biscuit. I know I'm just like talking a lot, right? I'm doing a lot. I'm doing the most, okay? I'm doing the most. So thank you all for joining in. Thank y'all for staying locked in. And y'all, drop in the chat. Can you see everything okay? Here is the mixing bowl because you know red is my favorite color. And I'm going to go ahead and I already pre-measured my flour, so it's and washed my hands. They're a little dry, but I washed them because we really have to work with this dough, right? I'm going to take off my Fitbit watch. And so I measured out two cups of self-rising flour. I have my oven heated to 425 degrees. Miss Do It Yourself, I recall that you sometimes work at this time of the day. So if you're working, don't worry about it. You don't even have to respond. But if you can, I preheated my oven to 425 degrees. And I felt like that is really high. But what do you preheat your oven on? What are you cooking your biscuits on when you make your 2-ingredient biscuits? Because your biscuits were like bomb.com. So you obviously know what you're doing. Now, KendyK can cook a pot roast all day long, but you know I'm not much of a baker. I've always said that I'm not much of a baker. Okay, friends, speaking of biscuits, I have forgotten everything. And y'all, I need to introduce y'all to Chad. Chad is here with me. Say hi, Chad. Chad, are you going to say hi? Chad, are you going to say hi? Okay, Chad left. See, that's what I'm talking about. You just cannot depend on folk with bass in their voice. You just can't depend on them. Let me not say that. Okay, so Miss Do It Yourself said, "Hi, Chad." Yeah, he just bounced just like that. Okay. Yeah, well, honey, is your oven gas? Is your stove gas or electric? Miss Do It Yourself. You telling me a lot. Welcome in, friends. Thank you all for hitting that like button. I appreciate you all. Okay, I'm trying to do too much on this cell phone, knowing good doggone well. Hi there, Kendall. Welcome in, friend. Appreciate y'all popping in. You're telling me about your oven. I'm gonna go over here on my laptop because one, I can see it better. Because these eyes are mine. You only get two eyes now. Y'all better. We gotta take care of our eyes better. And I am sorely in need of a eye appointment because I don't think I got an optometry appointment. Is that how you say that word? An optometry appointment last year at all. So I'm overdue. Okay. So let's see what we got here. I need to pull this up. I'm doing a quick poll. So the poll is, what do you like on your biscuits? Or that's what I was trying to say. I might have had a typo or two. Mrs. G, Mrs. G, you were supposed to let me keep the ruse going. I think that's what you call it, a ruse. Yeah, y'all. Chad was over here just talking up a storm, right? Okay, so this is a little bit smaller. What about this? I know, Miss Do It Yourself. Miss Do It Yourself, I think you're right. Girl, just use the lid of the jar off the honey. Because this is about the same circumference. It's exactly the same circumference. Okay. So we have our two sticks. Not two sticks, y'all. The ingredients in this, see y'all. Do y'all see how nervous I am? Because I will tell you, I'm just telling y'all. So this is a pivotal moment now to see if I can pull off these 2 ingredient biscuits this time around. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My stove is electric too, and the oven, to me, I've had this oven exactly 1 year, and to me, the oven works a lot better than the stove top. I do like that bridge on the top of the stove top in case you have some really extra large pots, like when you do, holiday cooking. I can bridge over, and it will connect the front eye to the back eye and also heat between them too. Yeah, I can cook a big pot or something. You know, I can have a big roaster on there. If I was frying fish out the roaster, y'all know how we do. Oh, you got big functions, but y'all, I don't have big functions like that. If I have a big function like that, it's definitely gonna be summertime, and we're gonna be outside. We're gonna be outside, y'all, outside. Okay. So let me see what y'all like to eat on your biscuits, and then let's get it flowing because there's no time like the present. And I have to work late today, so I'm starting my day late. That part. I said it all, right? Because y'all heard it in my voice. So since I'm working late today, we starting late today. Yes. Chad is my guy. Chad is my guy. Chad just bounced. Okay. Miss Do It Yourself. Thank y'all. Thank you, Miss G. And thank Miss G. Mrs. G, because y'all are ladies of a particular age, and y'all, thank y'all for keeping me calm. Now I'm also on day 3. Okay, what did I come to? Oh, I came to the fridge to grab, because y'all, it's time. It's time to do what she gonna do. So the 2 ingredients are self-rising flour. I'm checking my heavy whipping cream. The biscuits I made in 2024 that were an epic fail those were buttermilk. And I believe it's 1 cup. I'm probably gonna need a little bit of flour. Let me put a little bit of flour on this parchment paper over here, just in case I need that to work my stuff with. Okay. So I had this in the key to these biscuits is you're supposed to have them be extremely, 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 you want this heavy whipping cream cold. So while I was setting up, because it takes a lot to set up for a live stream, cooking live stream. I'm just saying, if you have ever cooked anything on a live stream, it is. So I put my measuring cup in the freezer so that everything can be ice cold, because they say the more cold this heavy whipping cream is, and apparently I can use up to a 1 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna go ahead. So I think you put in like 1 cup, and then if you need it, and I'm gonna pop this back in. I'm gonna pop it in the freezer in case I need a little bit more, but I shouldn't need a little bit more. So y'all remind me to get the heavy whipping cream out of the freezer so that it doesn't freeze. Okay. But we've got some ice cold buttermilk, 1 1/4 cup of it. I'm gonna pour in about 1 cup, and then y'all. So this would be great to do with kids, right? See, me and Chad could have did this, but Chad, he got a little camera shy. Oh, that's cold, y'all. Thank you all for joining me. Okay. Oh, I don't know, y'all. Was I supposed to do a well and all that? See, now it's coming back to me. I think I was supposed to do a well. I don't even think I need this bowl, y'all. Well, let's kind of work it a little bit. I'm just supposed to be folding. I do know that. I don't need a rolling pin or anything like that for the biscuits, because this is self-rising flour. And this dough is not supposed to be sticky. So I believe I know what consistency. And that's how I knew the biscuits I made back in 2004 when I had just started my YouTube channel. I know that those were wrong because my dough was so sticky. And I was like, my dough don't look anything like Soulful Tea's dough. And y'all, this is not looking too good, but y'all, if you know what I'm doing wrong, help me out now. Okay, wait a minute now. 2 cups of flour and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, because something ain't looking right. We looking real dry over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour all of that in there. Miss Do It Yourself. What would I do without you, friend? You talking about heavy. Look at how that cream coated that measuring cup. I see what you mean. You do it yourself. I was about to mess up the biscuits again. It's 2 and 2. So this is a really good recipe. 2 cups of self-rising flour and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. But I probably have a cup of flour on my hands, y'all. Look at the mess I done made. I'm more of a cooker than I am a baker. So I'm learning. And the reason why I know I'm not the best baker is because my mom is an executive chef, so she can cook and bake everything. And she makes, before she retired, she made, like, that was our family side hustle. She catered, she made wedding cakes, she made anniversary cakes, custom birthday cakes, all of that stuff. And then my sister is also a professional baker now. She's a business owner, small business owner. Shout out to Small Business Ingenuity. Okay. So I've got 3/4 cups left. Okay. Yeah, my mama, she's got gifted hands. Amen. Amen. Hi, mommy. Okay. I'm gonna try a little bit. So I got 3/4 cup to work with, because this right here is not looking like biscuit dough. That was 2 cups of self-rising flour now. Use the whole 2 cups. What about that? Are we getting there? Do I just need to work it some more? Do it yourself. I hope you're still there. This ain't looking so good, y'all. It could go either way, as they say. Well, okay, that's two whole cups. I wonder, do I need a bit more flour? KendyK, you might just need to work with it. I'm gonna work with it, y'all. I'm gonna work with it. I think I should not have poured all that little last bit in there. The dough is supposed to be a good dough, not a... Now, one of my favorite new content creators, and I have so many favorites, y'all. That's just what we do in the South. We call everybody our favorite. And you know, I went to the South as an adult after I graduated college and lived there 20 years. So that's just what we say, is everybody's our favorite. We want everybody to feel special. And y'all are special. Y'all are my people. So Mrs. G is a member of KendyK's crew with a K. And let me see how y'all like y'all biscuits. 33%. Oh, y'all, we're split evenly. Like jelly, jam, or preserves. So now y'all tell me, what kind of jelly or jam or preserves do you like? Peach? Do y'all like apple butter? Do y'all like grape jelly, strawberry preserves? And then 1/3 of the people like honey, and 1/3 of the people like butter. Nobody likes their biscuits naked. That means nothing on them. Okay, y'all. I'm working. And it's still sticky. So what did I do? I'm making 2 ingredient biscuits. And I'm just supposed to be folding. No rolling pin needed. But this is too sticky. I'm just going to make a mess if I pour this. Okay. So, let's do it yourself. Say, KendyK, what you need most right now is just a little bit more flour. Okay. Because the Bible says little become much if you place it in the master's hand. And y'all, from the looks of this dough right now, look like the Lord gonna have to really intervene on this dough. Ooh, I'm glad y'all don't have my face on camera, because it would be a look of horror. Like, what in the world? Ooh, I'm putting my mama's good name and my sister's. Because y'all, it is still very sticky and tacky. So I'm thinking that means a little bit more self-rising flour. Yeah, plenty of white carbs here. So I'm making these for Chad though. Chad said he wanted these biscuits. Because low key, well not low key, this is my third day of 1 meal a day on that. Okay. So Miss Do It Yourself said I need a little bit more. So this is clearly homemade because when you're doing homemade stuff, sometimes you need a little bit more. I think it's getting a little bit better. At least I'm trying to see the potential in it. If it can just get to be a little bit less sticky, then I'll go ahead and move it to the board. I think just a little bit more, y'all. Just a little bit more flour. She said not too much, though, because you can go too far with it. Hello there, New England. Hey, friend. You done popped up over here today. Friend, you get Cajun, New England Cajun. You got me thinking that I am going to do some action research. Like, I feel like I want to get those packing supplies and then see what happens if I send something else to it. Because in the wording that they're saying, they said they can refuse to send it through the mail system unless it has the Poshmark stuff on it, right? Y'all, we over here making 2-ingredient biscuits. If that's what we can call this. It's I'm going to speak life. Speak life, KendyK. Speak life. 2-ingredient biscuits. 2 cups of self-rising flour and extremely cold. Okay, y'all, we getting somewhere. We getting somewhere. Extremely cold, heavy whipping cream. Maybe the heavy whipping cream was too cold, but I didn't pull out the heavy whipping cream because it's something about that's how it activates the elements in the flour, in the self-rising flour. Is that you need cold water. Just almost like a negative energy. Like heat is a positive energy and cold is a negative energy. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Because I know you can over need this too. How we looking? Just do it yourself. Okay, she says roll it out. So we want to thank. Maybe I need a little bit of flour in here. That looks like something I've seen my grannies do and my mama. My mama stopped making biscuits for us as children, though. Because, at some point in the grocery store, they just started selling them frozen. And she would be like, that's good enough. Because my granny, they always made homemade biscuits. Like pros, right? They were built for biscuit making. But it had way more than 2 ingredients. And my mama was like, that's just a whole lot of ingredients. I could have had this whole breakfast done. Well, I'm trying to fix some biscuits. But I do have an uncle. He's my Uncle Maine. Baby. He can fix homemade biscuits. My granny's recipe for homemade biscuits. He can fix them joints like an old woman. And he's a man. Yes. Because that's just how much he loved them biscuits. Is that he's the only one that I know that has perfected my granny's biscuits. So this is in honor of my granny. I'm looking here to see. Well, thank you, New England Cajun Roots Reseller. And if I remember correctly, you've got a live stream starting at what time today? Y'all look for New England Cajun Reseller. And frankly, if anybody else has a live stream, kind of go ahead and drop that in there because I just remembered I didn't engage Nightbot. Sorry. because I had that interview yesterday. Gosh, that was a great interview with a content creator. It was my first Coffee and Conversations. That's what I call my interviews on my channel, with featuring Amy Loses It. She's actually a 2-channel content creator, and she's winning in these YouTube streets. And then my last Coffee and Conversations of 2025, I had a big fish there too. None other than Chip Lowe, the Godfather. I donned him the Godfather. Okay, so we looking good. Oh, you can freeze them? You freeze them frozen or cooked? Ooh, she said roll it out. Now the recipes I looked up for 2 ingredients, it said do not roll these out. So I don't have a rolling pin. I ain't got no rolling pin, y'all. I told y'all I'm not a baker. Am not. Y'all probably like, well, KendyK, you didn't have to tell us that. That's clear. You are not a baker. Other than a 7-Up pound cake now. And that's low key why that's the only cake I make is 7-Up pound cake, because y'all, that's the only one I know how to make. Because it rises because of the carbonated soda. The soda pop in it. Because I'm not a for real baker. I'm just telling you. I told y'all I'm 5 ingredients or less. Okay, this is looking like biscuit dough. She says she rolls hers, but not thin. Okay. Well, let me use this glass and try to come up. I got a glass here. Let me use it. Put a little flour on it. And try to use that as a rolling pin, because I do not own a roll. I do have a rolling pin. Not in this house though. It's in the other house. Okay. But I don't even know where it would be in that house. Because y'all, when I tell you I failed on them biscuits in 2024, I got a video, but you know what? I took it in stride, I made some shorts off of it. And so shout out to Soulful Tea. Shout out to Miss Do It Yourself, because they are my inspiration for these 2 ingredient biscuits. Okay. Okay, she says it looks good. It looks good. Okay, let me wipe my hands off, because all this flour on my hands feels not so nice. Y'all know I have OCD tendencies, right? If anybody else is like me and you have like OCD tendencies, like that literally grosses me out to have all this flour on my hands. So I had to. Okay, let's do it yourself. Yeah, I love Soulful Tea. Soulful Tea be selling plates. Baby, she has a commanding following. She's one of the reasons why I started a YouTube channel. Because I'm talking about just flat foot cook. That's Soulful Tea. Lady can cook anything. The lawman can cook anything. She has a whole bunch of boys. And she just cooks. She just cooks for them. So, the suggestion was for me to use the lid off of this. And we're going to push straight down. Well, I guess I was supposed to put a little flour on that, right? So it won't stick. Now, I got to hurry up because this dough might be getting warm. This is wood, though, so it's going to take longer. Go straight down. And then pull your dough away. Feels like I can hear my mama's voice with that. Oh, no, this is not. Oh, okay. Well, this I don't have a. Make and do. Make and do, y'all. Make and do. Yeah, soulful teas are best. Okay. So I have my baking sheet right here. I'll have to bring the baking pan up here in a second, y'all. Got too much going on. Come on, KendyK, get the biscuits in the oven. Come on, KendyK. I'm not gonna speak ill of these biscuits because these biscuits are gonna. They're gonna do great things. They got the potential. So you're supposed to press down and pull away. Press down. That's probably a little much, wasn't it? KendyK, I think you're doing too much, girl. Press down and pull away. My dough's not sticky, I don't think. Okay, 44%. Now, what do y'all like to eat on your biscuits? 44% say butter, baby. Because butter really does make everything taste better. I'm not talking about margarine, I'm talking about butter. So Chad said, yeah, Chad, y'all scared Chad off. I need y'all to be nice to everybody now. We are nice to everybody. Chad said we were going to be here making biscuits together. And as soon as you came on the live stream, Chad got shame face. So we'll see Chad another day. But I'm glad I could pop up. I have to work late today, so y'all won't see me on the live stream or anything later this evening because I've got to work late today. Okay. Let's roll this out a little bit. Now, I did see some language as I was just kind of looking around. This is my first time ever making 2-ingredient biscuits. So, and a baker I am not. So if you happen to know, give me some tips. I don't have a rolling pin, so I'm using this. If you happen to know some tips to make these biscuits come out good, it shouldn't be that hard, y'all. It's only 2 ingredients. I mean, for real, for real. Thank you all for the likes. I appreciate that. Thank you for the encouragement. But if your mama is a baker, or you fix these for your family or your man all the time, give me some tips, please. Okay. I might try to give my Uncle Maine a call. I probably better not do that because he would just sit here and laugh at me. Then I'm online trying to fix biscuits. Now, I just use the lid. Thank you, Miss Do It Yourself. Now, they look like biscuits now. Come on, biscuits. Come on, biscuits. That's the wrong way. So I'm just using the jar off of my honey. My local honey from Three Oaks Farm. There is a beekeeper, J3GS. It stands for J, the number 3, capital G, capital S. It stands for 3 generations of sons. He is a beekeeper. And apparently he just did a sale on all of his remaining honey so that he could clear out his inventory for the new honey for 2026. And I missed the sale, but I want to try his honey out. many bees you have to have in order to have enough honey to sell to others? Okay. Y'all. I'm going to push these over. I'm going to show you how to pan. So far, so good. As I was, first of all, Miss Do It Yourself. She is a content creator, so check her out. She has made these biscuits, apparently makes them all the time for her family. So, in the event these don't work out, check out her video. And when I put these in the oven, I'm gonna put a link to her video so y'all can see. I'm just over here. I just came for the chit chat and the shenanigans. Okay. So we'll link to Soul for Tea. I'm gonna definitely link to Miss Do It Yourself because she just made biscuits. Was it a live stream, Miss Do It Yourself, or was it a long form video? Which made me think about, actually kind of re-traumatized me because I'm telling you it was an epic fail. Okay. Oh, you did both. Okay. Okay, I think they're looking good. Sometimes, you know, in life you just have to speak a word over that situation. So we're gonna speak a word, a positive word over these biscuits. I'm gonna breathe life and lift in these biscuits. The devil is a lie. You will rise in your glory. I speak life in you. You know how them old church mothers, I don't know why I'm pounding the biscuits, y'all. I know that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. There's some thickums now. There's going to be some thickums for real. But that's all right, because KendyK is a thickum. Now, if that phone ring, y'all, if my phone rings, that's my mama, because she probably somewhere watching me cracking up. Y'all, I'm not a baker. I'm just trying to make these 2-ingredient biscuits because y'all know KendyK loves her a 5-ingredient or less anything. Cooking and baking. 5 ingredients or less. Sometimes in a pinch now, I'm going to do 6 ingredients. But baby, if it's beyond that, we probably need to go out to eat or somebody else need to do that. Because that just ain't me. That's not my ministry. Okay. Hi, Kyle. Y'all, yesterday was Kyle vlog day. Check out my community post. Kyle, did you ever see the community post I put on your page? You must don't have allowed subscribers to post to your community wall because it kept going up there, but then when I would like click back on it to see if anybody responded or anything, it would be gone. So I don't know if you deleted it or if you don't allow that. But if you're a subscriber on my page or a member of KendyK's crew, you can leave messages on my community post. Like if you've got a live stream coming up on your channel, because my channel is a connect and grow space because of Shop Talk, where we just talk shop as new and small content creators with 3 live streamed episodes per week. And yesterday was Kyle vlog day. So Kyle, after you came to my live stream for Coffee and Conversations featuring content creator Amy Loses It, and Kyle, you were really helping us to handle, that was a very large live stream for us. A lot of viewers coming through. I popped into your live stream after that and hung out with you and the source and somebody named Squirrel and Noelle. Like y'all were calling her Noelle, but it was Noe. She seems like a very nice human too. A couple more folks. Stevie Boy. Absolutely. No, I cannot. Stevie Boy. Because you can clearly see I'm struggling with these 2-ingredient biscuits, right? And so you're supposed to just fold. You're not supposed to roll, but just do it yourself. Said KendyK, you can go and roll them out a little bit. Y'all, this made. So Miss Do It Yourself, you said I can freeze the biscuits. So does that mean I should freeze them frozen? Hey there, Cropper. Cropper. I'm being vulnerable here. I'm trying to make 2-ingredient biscuits. Now my mama and my sister are the bakers of the family. The only baking I do is a homemade 7-Up pound cake. Because it's easy. So I thought I would try these biscuits because when I first started my YouTube channel in 2024, I tried to make buttermilk biscuits. So that was probably the first thing. It was too many ingredients for me. But these are just 2 ingredients, 2 cups of self-rising flour and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So that's pretty, that's what they call a whole cake, y'all. Squirrel, oh, you know Squirrel? Okay, Kyle says the Squirrel is nice. He's a good friend of yours, known him for a couple years. Okay. Cropper, thank you for the encouragement, friend. Okay. And I don't even have a biscuit cutter, so I'm using the top of my locally sourced honey. Can y'all tell that I've been tearing that honey up? So I was just telling them about that honey from J3GS. And Cropper always throws it up in our face that he got 3 32-ounce bottles. He probably got more than that because he greedy. Make do with what you have. Amen. Hey there, Dave. Oh, that's David. That's Cropper. Look at my biscuits. So Miss Do It Yourself, she might be at work, y'all, so she may not be able to answer me. But she said I can freeze these biscuits. Should I freeze them frozen? I mean, freeze them frozen. Should I freeze them raw? Because that's, you know, they do sell frozen biscuits at the grocery store. And you have to just bake them off. So y'all, I may only cook half of the pan of these. My oven has been preheating, but you know one thing about these fancy new ovens now, they'll cut off on you in a minute. Because they'll say, wait a minute, as a safety feature, you didn't open the door to put the food in, so we just cut ourselves off. No warning, no nothing. And then I got to start all over. Kyle, your live stream was amazing last night. I enjoyed y'all. I just did not have the bandwidth because I had just did my own 2-hour live stream with content creator Amy Loses It. She was my first live stream of 2026. Kyle had his first live stream right after mine of 2026. And had I been thinking about it, Kyle, you know I'd be needing you. If Kyle had been there, but he was getting ready for his own live stream, and his live stream started during my live stream, but I would have raided with my folks. I would have asked him to come over and join you. I wasn't thinking, Kyle. I wasn't thinking. Okay, we got one more biscuit, y'all. Okay, let me show y'all. So this is the whole cake. Some people, that's the best part of the biscuits. They love that. Or them could be some dumplings, right? Okay, first of all, everybody likes something on their biscuits, that's for sure. We clearly have some very strong opinions about how folks like to eat their biscuits, their homemade biscuits. 35% enjoy jelly, jam, or preserves. So what would you consider honey butter? Is that jelly jam preserves? Not honey butter, apple butter. Apple butter, is that butter or is that jelly jam preserves? 24% like honey, and 41% say just give me some butter on them biscuits. Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do the raids. I saw Tampa's Creek do it. Red's Room does it. I want to say Source has done it. I don't know. Oh yeah, Source has done it because he rated me one night. Okay. So here are the biscuits going in, friends. These are they. These are KendyK's second attempt at homemade biscuits as a content creator. January 2026. Okay. So this is a little whole cake. And it's falling apart, so we're just gonna put it like this. Now the key to biscuits is, I'm just repeating what I know, because my mama's a baker. She made wedding cakes, she made custom birthday cakes, anniversary cakes, tier cakes of all kinds. So like when I graduated from college, I had like a 3-tier cake. And she was gorgeous. And actually, it was 3 tiers because we had a very large graduation party, as in me and my sister, because me and my sister graduated on the same day at the same time from 2 different universities. We did that. So we had a huge graduation party. And we shared our tiered cake in red and white. Okay, so these are they. 3, 6, 9, 12, and some whole cakes. Okay. Kyle just had lunch. Why did I know it was going to be pizza, Kyle? Kyle is that guy who loves pizza. So the biscuits are supposed to be kissing cousins. You want them kissing, and so in fact, I'm going to move these on over this way so they can touch that edge. You want them to touch so that they will rise up instead of spread out. So they'll have a big crown on them. You want the biscuits to go straight up in cooking. That much I think I know. Now, I'm only gonna cook half of these, y'all, because I'm gonna try to put these in some wax paper. Chad wants these biscuits. I don't want these biscuits at all, because this is day 3 of me doing 1 meal a day. And that meal is not going to be this early in the day. And that's another reason why I couldn't join your live stream yesterday, Kyle. But you know I had you, because I was down in that chat, chatting it up. Okay, so these are they. I can put the whole cakes. I can put the whole. This is the whole cakes. The rest of the biscuit. Oh, y'all made homemade pizza. Everybody's making homemade pizza. You know I made homemade pizza with cauliflower crust pizza. I did it during a live stream. I need to repurpose it and make a separate video on it. But actually, it kind of worked out and then it kind of did not. But you just gotta roll with whatever the situation is. So friends, y'all stand back here because I don't want nobody to get burnt. We are not gonna spend a day in urgent care because I already told y'all that I have to work late today. Which is why when it became apparent I had a parent that I was gonna have to work late today, I said, okay, well, let me do my live stream. So let me put that all the way down because that's why I have a burn on my hand right there. Marked for life. Because I did not let the oven door all the way down and that thing jump back up and burnt me. Yeah, I had to go to the doctor. It was a bad burn. So not only do I not let the door all the way down, I always do. And I always watch for other folks to let that door all the way down. Okay. Biscuits are going in, friends. I have no idea how long to cook them, but I'll look that up. Let me look at my watch. Okay. It's like 41. Okay. So this is what's left. Y'all, homemade biscuits just went in at 41 after. Let me quickly look before I forget so I can set the timer. So we will relatively have a general idea of how long it's going to take for these homemade biscuits to cook. I'm cooking these biscuits on 425 because that's what it told me. Which I think is very, except that if you cook things, they'll cook faster. So maybe that'll make them rise more. I don't know. Okay. It says 12 to 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and set that timer. Let's go with 14. That was 14 seconds, KendyK. That ain't right either. That's 14 seconds, 0, 0. That's 14 minutes and start. Okay. Biscuits are in. Let me rinse off my honey lid. So I did not have a biscuit cutter, which is usually stainless steel or plastic even. If I had cookie cutters, I didn't even have any cookie cutters. The only cookies I made for Christmas were just drop cookies. Peanut butter cookies, sugar cookies. I think we were supposed to make chocolate chip. I know I was supposed to make oatmeal raisin. I never did make them because they were going to be homemade. So I just used the lid off of the honey jar. And this is some honey from Three Oaks Farm in Jackson, Tennessee, in West Tennessee. Y'all, can I tell you I drag this honey all over the country? I love it. But y'all know I am on doing 1 meal a day, which is technically, I gotta wipe this honey off because you don't have to leave it sticky sometimes. Around the edges because it's honey. And once you have some honey, some local honey, it's just honey, no preservatives to keep it shelf stable. Once you have some real honey, straight from the bees, no additives, no preservatives, you'll never go back to that store-bought stuff. So I already have the butter out, getting soft for those who want butter on their biscuit. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hey, Monique Cole. Monique girl, we over here making 2-ingredient biscuits. I'm trying to redeem myself. So y'all, biscuit cutters are usually made out of stainless steel, or you could just use plastic. So I didn't have either, so I just used the lid of that. Use what you have. Amen. Hi, Monique. Welcome in. Thank you for coming to the interview yesterday, too. Kissing cousins. Yes. Biscuits need to touch so that they'll rise up. Oh, okay, y'all. I have to give y'all the camera view. Okay. Okay, let me get to the. I gotta switch y'all to the other tripod. And yes, I'm telling you right now, I've got dough all over the floor. Let me make sure I don't have my big boy tripod. Because I was gonna do this stream horizontal and then because I can only use the vertical on this tripod because I broke this tripod. But you know why they got time to be throwing nothing away? I just found if I put a little paper towel or tissue in just the right place. Uh-oh, y'all can't see a thing. Let me see. 10 minutes remaining on our biscuits. Okay, what's up, y'all? What's up? I need to turn the light on. Why the light ain't on? Tell me that if the timer is on, you can't turn the light on. We gotta watch these biscuits. Come on, biscuits. You gotta speak life. You gotta speak a word over your children, y'all. Speak life. Speak life. Speak a word over your children, over your household, over your finances. Speak life. Amen. Come on, biscuits. Come on, biscuits. Kyle, you had a great, shout out to Kyle Vlog Day. The source is a very safe space, just like Shop Talk. I'm glad that so many believe in Shop Talk and how it supports new and small content creators with 3 live stream question and answer periods. We just talk shop as new and small content creators. So if your desire is to get to monetization and beyond, or even just to grow your channel, check us out on Shop Talk. I'll show you how to do it so you get results. Not just throwing everything up on the wall, trying everything, but being strategic. Oh, thank you, Kyle. See there? Monique Cole. Remember KendyK's crew. So y'all, I'm gonna take the rest. I got a whole little cup of flour. I'm over here, where's the flour? And y'all, I'm just gonna take the rest of, I guess I gotta throw this little bit of flour in the trash. I'm gonna take the rest. I have 6 more biscuits. I'm gonna put them in the freezer. I am gonna wrap them in, I don't know if this is wax. It's either freezer paper, wax paper, or parchment. I think it's parchment paper. I'm gonna wrap these biscuits. I'm gonna wrap these girls. I'm gonna wrap these biscuits in some parchment paper, freezer paper, wax paper, same, pretty much. And, oh, y'all, I cut that off, so 41. We have about, what, 5 minutes yet left, y'all. Let's do 5 minutes on the biscuits. What y'all think? 5 minutes left on the biscuits. We can't burn the biscuits now, because I'm about to put the rest of these. I have 6 more biscuits. You know, I'm busy asking y'all what should go on the biscuits. I am doing OMAD. This is day 3 of OMAD. And I couldn't believe that I made it until, what time did we finish that live stream? 7 o'clock last night. And I ate my dinner at 7. My dinner was in the oven cooking. I'm making a video on it. I'll show you all. So I'm doing 1 meal a day to kickstart my weight loss for 2026. So the struggle continues. Before I get out here for vacation, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, gotta elevate before I turn some corners and be on vacation. What you think, Miss Do It Yourself? I'm back in here to check on us. Y'all, my dog is off, but let me see if I can turn her back on. Hold on, let me get my biscuits in the freezer. Is the reminder still showing up for Nightbot? Because I don't even see the reminder rolling up the screen, reminding y'all to put in y'all's channel. Keyword. Because I didn't even see it yesterday. I know I turned Nightbot off in YouTube Studio, but normally I have to manually in the stream. You know how I have that little reminder set, giving people the keyword. Come on, Biscuits. Oh my gosh, it's working. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Okay, Miss Do It Yourself. I only cooked 6 of the biscuits because if Chad eats 6 biscuits, something is wrong. So I am putting the rest of these biscuits in this paper so that they don't stick to each other. And I'm going to put these babies in a freezer bag and date them. Because this is a good thing. Y'all, you can save so much money. You can get a 5 or a 10-pound bag of flour, 5-pound bag of flour, and some heavy whipping cream. You can make your own doggone biscuits. Come on, folks. Y'all, the biscuits, y'all see them. What you think? Let me turn the lights out so y'all can see. For real, for real. So it looks like they are there. Look at them. Look at the girls, y'all. Look at the girls. Thrive, Biscuits, thrive. Or I should say, rise, Biscuits, rise. Rise, Biscuits, rise. Okay. Okay. Ziploc bag. Ziploc bag. And I'm supposed to keep a Sharpie marker for writing on these Ziploc bags, but of course not. It's not there. Of course not, because that would be too much like right, KendyK. Y'all, let me grab a pen or a pencil or something. Well, definitely gonna be a pencil because I don't write on here. Come on, Biscuits. Y'all, we gotta check the biscuits. Now, they certainly smell like biscuits. They are certainly smelling like biscuits. So this is dedicated to my grannies who made the best homemade biscuits. They weren't 2-ingredient biscuits. They were making buttermilk biscuits, as I recall, with buttermilk. Okay. I'm putting the other 6 biscuits. Y'all! I'm super duper excited. Let me take a peek, y'all. Let me take a peek. Ooh, y'all, they ready. Let me put this in the freezer. said, woo-hoo! Rise, biscuits, rise. Rise, biscuits, rise. Okay, I'm glad I opened that freezer, y'all, because I still had that not buttermilk, heavy whipping cream. Okay, let me get the biscuits out. You definitely don't want to burn the biscuits. Okay, y'all stay back here. I don't want anybody to get burned. Y'all step back. Step back now. Step back here. Step back. We are not going to be up in that urgent care. Be sitting up in there all day. That's why I'm catch pneumonia. Not pneumonia, but get the flu or the COVID up in the public places like that. Okay. Biscuits, y'all, they look delicious. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Did I let them get too dark? I don't think so. Y'all look at them. Look at them! Okay, I have to hit this little button there. Hit the little oven light, turn it off, toggle it off. Check out those biscuits, y'all. Check them. Clock it, clock it, clock it, clock it. Check out those biscuits. Y'all look at them. Ooh, y'all. Come on, biscuits. This is that nonstick sheets from Reynolds. Baking sheets. I love those. I did use those for my cookies. My Christmas cookies. Y'all better check out my content. Y'all didn't know I made Christmas cookies? I did. We went visiting with those cookies too. So 40% of y'all like jelly, jam, preserves. 25% of y'all like honey. And 35% say just butter, baby. And no one likes their biscuits plain. I have one uncle that likes his biscuits. You know, y'all remember I made that peach cobbler for my uncle? For New Year's. I was supposed to make it for Christmas. The time got away because y'all know I would travel for Christmas. Y'all may not have known. We went out of town for Christmas. But we were back by New Year's, a quick trip. Y'all look at my biscuits. I'm super excited because y'all, I did this when I first started my channel in 2024. Soulful Tea. If y'all know that content creator, shout out to Soulful Tea. She had a cook along, and like she literally had posted for her viewers a list of ingredients to get. And she did a cook along where they were going to be making buttermilk biscuits right along with her. So I said, you know what? I'm a subscriber to Soulful Tea, so I'm gonna make these biscuits too, baby. Fail. Epic fail. Epic fail. But baby, Miss Do It Yourself inspired me because she has a live stream. Miss Do It Yourself, y'all. Our very own Miss Do It Yourself. She has a live stream and a long format video of these very 2 ingredient biscuits. Self-rising flour and heavy whipping cream. And doggone, they did not produce. They did. They absolutely produced biscuits. With a high crown on them joints too. Y'all see them? Y'all see that crown on them biscuits? Look at me. Now I'm trying to brag, right? Thank God. God said, now you ain't gonna make a fool of yourself again. You're not gonna make a fool of yourself again with these biscuits. This is the best part right there, the little whole cake. Yeah, I can't even taste my own biscuits because I'm doing OMAD 1 meal a day. Chad, your biscuits are ready. You hear me? Chad, your biscuits are ready. They just look like they want some honey on them too, right? So they'll glisten. Hmm? Something is beeping. Is that a notification? Okay, y'all. So I'm working late tonight, so hence I came live now because I'm starting work late. Because what we not gonna do is more than a day's work. So how about honey? If some of y'all, how many of y'all like honey? 24% like honey on their biscuits, 38% like butter. So why don't we just make it honey butter? Who has the honey butter biscuits? I know Red Lobster has the Cheddar Bay biscuits, but nobody has these KendyK biscuits. If y'all saw my Hawaii video at Brown's Beach House, which was, oh my God, amazing. That was the first of 2 birthday dinners that I had when I was in Hawaii. Y'all know I'm extra. Yes, I had 2 birthday dinners. Brown's Beach House. Was an amazing venue for a birthday dinner. It was all that the pictures said it was going to be. And to be honest though, the thing on the menu that we ate that night, the best thing were the biscuits with locally sourced honey. Oh my God, honey butter made from locally sourced honey. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at the biscuits. What y'all think? Okay, let me turn the stove off before I forget. The light is off. So I think I just hit cancel. Cooking has ended. Peace, Kyle. It is good to see everybody. Thank y'all for joining in. Thank y'all for being locked in. This is KendyK all day. Yeah, so yeah, I'm these are Kyle's, not Kyle. Kyle is our buddy in the YouTube streets. These are Chad's biscuits. I am doing 1 meal a day, so I can't eat the biscuits. I can save a biscuit to eat later, but I do 1 meal a day. And yesterday I ate at about 7:15. I ate boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I have some of those left. And I ate a little bag of steamed broccoli, and I ate the whole bag of broccoli because I'm supposed to have a healthy plate, and half my plate is supposed to be vegetables, and it was. I'm making a video about it. So we got Mrs. G. Thank you, Miss Do It Yourself, for inspiration. Thank you, Miss G, for just being you. And thank you all, everybody under the sound of my voice. Thank you all. Miss Do It Yourself, they are beautiful. I put honey and butter on them. I put honey and butter on them. All right, friends. Thank y'all for rocking and riding with me. This is KendyK. Y'all can give me a little heart or something. I'm so proud of these little biscuits. Thank you, Miss Do It Yourself, for walking me through, friends. Miss Do It Yourself said, roll the biscuits out. Just not too thin. Thank you, Miss Do It Yourself. Thank y'all for the hearts. That lets me know that somebody's here. Thank y'all. Goodbye for now. Have a great day. Make it a great day. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah.